This is a regularly scheduled public session of the Woodbridge Board of Education and is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, also known as the Sunshine Law. This meeting has been approved for resolution adopted at the reorganization meeting held on January 3rd, 2023. Notification 2024. Notification has been sent to the record. Notification has also been posted to the Woodbridge Borough Hall, the Woodbridge Memorial Library, tapinto.net, and the Woodbridge Board of Education website. Please be advised that all or a portion of this meeting is being live streamed in real time and will be recorded for rebroadcasting at a future date. Roll call.
Mr. Fallon?
Here.
Mr. Garvin?
Here.
Mrs. Milano?
Here.
Mr. Vaccaro? Mr. Biamonte?
Here.
Mr. Nieves?
Present. All right. We have some presentations, recognitions, and awards. So we're going to get on to our student of the month, November and December. Lara, we'll start with you.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to start with our November Students of the Month. At Doyle, we typically ask teachers to nominate students based on a particular character trait of that month. So in November, the theme that we focused on was gratitude. So with that being said, teachers wrote the following rationales for our students. In kindergarten was Jace Pun. Don't see Jace. Jace is always showing gratitude when here in school. He expresses how much he loves school and is constantly thanking adults. Whether we are simply just handing him a paper or his folder or helped him tie his shoes, Jace always follows up with a smile and a thank you. Very proud of you, Jace. In grade 1, we have Liliana Galucci. Hi, Lily. Come on up, Lily. Lily is a 2-year-in-a-row winner. That's right, girl. Get used to it. Lily is such a kind-hearted and sweet child. She goes out of her way to help others. She shows her gratitude each and every day by using those magic words, please and thank you. She never complains about not getting the one she really wanted. We are grateful each day that she is in our school. Congrats, Lily. In grade 2, we have Kasai Zinaid. Is Kasai here tonight? Kasai shows gratitude in many ways. He is always the first one to say thank you, and he regularly volunteers to help out around the classroom without being asked. I actually happened to observe in Kasai's classroom last week where he raised his hand and volunteered something he did wrong that wasn't actually wrong, just because he had a little bit of a guilty conscience. So congrats, Kasai. And last but certainly not least, in grade 3, Juliana Pryor. I feel like I saw her. I saw you. Come on up, Julie. Nothing to be shy about. I'm the one that has to talk. Juliana always shows gratitude to her classmates and teachers. She carefully listens to her classmates and teachers when they are talking. She is the first person to compliment others or encourage her classmates to try something new when they are scared. I am very proud of her positive behaviors and hard work in class. And for anyone that knows Juliana knows that you're always going to see a smile from her. Way to go, my friend. Congrats. Okay, moving on to our December Students of the Month. Our theme for that month was generosity. Stick with the holiday spirit. In kindergarten, we have Anika Duda. There she is. Anika brought in an extra $20 on the day of the holiday boutique so that other children who didn't have money could buy a present for someone. I thought that envisioned the whole meaning of chat, prosperity, and thoughtfulness towards others during the holiday season. Anika regularly is generous towards others in her classroom, sharing and asking if others need things. We're so proud of you, Anika. Way to go. In grade 1, we have Caleb Guyanis. I knew I saw him too. Looking sharp, Caleb. Caleb is truly a kind and generous soul. He enthusiastically shares his things with classmates when they are in need. Caleb is always ready to offer his time and support to others. He is a caring friend and a considerate member of the classroom. We are so proud of you, Caleb. In grade 2, spotted her right away, my pal Autumn Brigham. Come on up, Autumn. Autumn is the definition of generous, as she has a heart of gold in the classroom. She is kind to not only the teachers in the class, but to all of her peers that she comes in contact with, whether in her grade or older or younger. Autumn is a kind, empathetic, and encouraging student inside and outside of the classroom. Way to go, Autumn. And last but not least, also looking sharp tonight, Stephen Doviak in grade 3. Oh, hi, here, tell him. Stephen is kind, caring, and a generous student. He is always smiling, truly. Every time I see him, he's smiling, and willing to share his times and talents with others. Stephen is a great classmate and always willing to lend a helping hand. Way to go, Stephen. And here we have our November and our December Students of the Month. There's only 2 of you to this side. It'll be easier. Thank you. My friends.
Thank you, Ms. Schmidt. Mr. Lisa.
We have 6 spectacular examples of Students a Month to follow up with. Hard to come after our Doyle children, looking so cute, but we'll give it our best shot. We're going to start off with our 4th grade. This is in November. We have Anaya Gandhi. Anaya, are you here? Anaya? All right, we don't get her, but I'm going to read about her. Anaya's hardworking, pays attention to all her classes, truly cares about doing well, and always produces quality work. She's also respectful to both teachers and classmates alike. In school, her favorite subject is math. Outside of school, she loves to play piano in her free time. She takes lessons and is the only one in her family who plays. She also loves to read. When she grows up, she would love to be a speech therapist because it is something that is very near and dear to her heart. She wants to make a difference and help a lot of people. Her role models are her parents because they're always there for her and take great care of her, and her brother. Congratulations to Anaya Gandhi, our 4th grade Student of the Month for November 2023. We're going to go on to our 5th grade Student of the Month. Please be here. Who do we have? Ariel Murto. Ariel? Oh boy, we are not doing too well this evening. Do I have the right Students of the Month here? We got November and December. All right. All right, well, Ariel is kind, helpful, creative, and hardworking. She always tries her best in class and is eager to participate. She always strives to do well and is not afraid to ask for help from her teachers when she needs it. When told the good news, she couldn't believe it. She was nervous when the teacher called her in the hall to let her know she had gotten the award. She had thought she was in trouble. Her favorite subjects at school are ELA and writing. She said she loves these subjects because they come easy to her and she loves to share the stories she writes. Outside of school, she does competitive dance, soccer, basketball, and cheer. Her role model is her mom because she always is there and when she needs her. When she grows up, she wants to be a dancer. Congratulations to our 5th grade Student of the Month for November, Ariel Murto. Now, I do know my 6th grade Student of the Month is here. Come on up, Bobby. All right. All right, Bobby will be our sole member coming up here for our November Students Month. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby is hardworking, respectful, and is kind to his peers and teachers. He always strives to do well and is a pleasure to have in class. I would also add, he is always quick to give me a hello whenever he sees me, which, by the way, he did just a moment ago. So he got a hello in there. When told the good news, Bobby was shocked and had a giant smile on his face. He said, "I feel great. I didn't know this was coming." Bobby's favorite subject in school is math because he thinks it's fun. Outside of school, outside his classes in school, he is part of the school band playing the snare drum. I'm sure his parents are thrilled with that. He also plays hockey. His role model is Marc Messier, a professional hockey player. No, not surprisingly, when he grows up, he would like to be a professional hockey player too. So congratulations to Bobby Carey, our 6th grade student of the month for November. Bobby, you're going to hang out here. Back to December ones. I am going to go through the December ones, but I'm going to keep Bobby up here on his toes until we get everybody up here. All right, so we're going on to our 4th grade student of the month for December. I think I saw him. This is Mr. John Ang. There he is. Okay, there's John. All right, good. John, why don't you come on? I knew I saw John. John is a hard worker, respectful, kind, and always happy with a smile on his face. See? All right. He is always willing to help others, including his teachers. He enjoys school, especially science and social studies. He loves learning about history. During his free time, he likes to play soccer, read, or play with his brother. Because of his love of history and science, this student would like to possibly be an inventor or maybe a historian when he grows up. Our student of the month considers his parents to be his role models. Very nice. He says they are kind and are always there for him whenever he needs it. Congratulations to John Ang for being our 4th grade student of the month for December. Okay, hopefully we get this one in. Is Lucas Chen Frankie here? I don't see you. Okay, well, Lucas is our 5th grade student of the month for December. Lucas is hardworking, athletic, and kind. He always tries his best in class and is eager to participate. He always strives to do well and is not afraid to ask for help from his teachers when he needs it. Lucas's favorite subjects at school are PE. That's pretty much all. So all the students love PE and ELA. He says PE is one of his favorite subjects because he likes to be active and not sit around. He also likes ELA because he enjoys writing. Outside of school, he plays soccer, badminton, goes to Chinese school, and plays video games. When Lucas grows up, he wants to be a professional soccer or badminton player. Congratulations to our 5th grade student of the month for December, Mr. Lucas Chen Frankie. Okay, we got a 3rd one here. All right. Going over to the 6th grade. Come on up, Luna. We have Miss Luna Hamid. Okay, Luna is kind, friendly, and extremely helpful to her peers. She was highly recommended by all her 6th grade teachers as a brilliant example of what a student of the month should be. Luna's favorite subject in school is math. She loves doing projects because it is a fun way to decompress in school. She is a very active student in class and extracurricular activities. She participates in the WRS choir and band as well. In her free time, she enjoys playing soccer, basketball, participating in taekwondo, and drawing. She is looking forward to being an astronomer when she grows up. She looks up to her father, who is smart and a hard worker. He helps her solve problems. Congratulations to our 6th grade student of the month for December, Miss Luna Hamid. Mom, did you get that? You got it? Okay. Just make sure. Okay. Oh, looks like we're doing one more. One more.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I will be announcing the students of the month for the junior senior high school. First, we are going to start for November. In 7th grade, we have Charles Canizaro. Charles is hardworking, respectful, and helpful. Charles may be on the silly side, but he always puts others first. He is respectful to his teachers, he tries hard, and he has the ability to pick himself up quickly if he stumbles. He's a very intelligent student who takes pride in his work. You could always find Charles with a smile on his face or always laughing. Congratulations. 8th grade, we have Aiden Siliento. Aiden is a sweet, well-behaved student. He always strives to do his best and help others when he can. Aiden is an extremely responsible young man. He participates often in class, is always on task, and is extremely respectful to everyone. He goes out of his way to help clean up after labs without being asked and is always helping other groups. Congratulations. 9th grade, Diana Peralta. Diana comes early every morning and is seen studying and working on schoolwork. She is the vice president of her class and involved in many clubs. Diana consistently goes above and beyond in her coursework, demonstrating not only a strong work ethic, but also has a genuine passion for learning. Diana will stop what she's doing to help another student in need. Congratulations. 10th grade, I do not see him, Giuliano Lopez. Giuliano is always a motivated and engaged student. He's always asking questions, participating, and going above and beyond in the classroom. He's a self-starter, always wanting to get ahead and advance in the content he is learning. He's also extremely helpful to other students and considerate of everyone in the classroom. Congratulations, Giuliano. 11th grade, Corrado Scarambolo. Corrado has displayed such a positive change in his overall work ethic, class participation, and level of maturity and responsibility. He is challenging himself this year and maintaining focus. Corrado has learned how to handle distractions, and he has also learned how to organize and prioritize his school and extracurricular activities. He is consistently a positive role model in class, displaying a mature attitude and responsibility. Congratulations. 12th grade, he is not here tonight, Nicholas Tevlitidis. Nicholas is always on task, puts full effort into his work, works well with other students, and is always polite and kind. He is one of the first to volunteer for school events and always interested in getting involved. Nick is always challenging himself and strives for the best. Congratulations, Nick. For December, 7th grader who is not here, Dominic DeCandia. Dominic is a wonderful and hardworking young man who is always willing to help and participate, a true leader in his classes, and is always on top of his grades. He's a great team member in partner group projects and always puts forth his best effort. He is vocal in class and well received by all his peers. Dom is outgoing and always a friendly face within the classroom and hallways. Congratulations, Dominic. 8th grade, she is not here, Kathleen Gabriel. Kathleen is a kind, respectful young lady who's always willing to lend a hand. She's extremely helpful to both her teachers and her classmates. She's an active participant in class and always volunteers even when she's unsure. Kathy's behavior and determination makes her always stand out. Congratulations, Kathleen. 9th grade, she is here, Rochelle Rashid. Rochelle is a conscientious student who always gives her full effort. She is a great leader in group projects, and she's always kind and diplomatic. She's friendly to everyone and always volunteer in class to read or answer questions. She is one of the first students to volunteer for student events and is constantly looking to get involved. Congratulations. Our 10th grade, she is not here, Gray Corcoran. Gray is new to our school this year, and right away her teachers were able to see how special she is. She's a hardworking and polite student. She will go out of her way to say, have a good day to someone. She's always eager to help fellow students and teachers without being asked. Not only is Gray a good student, but she's also an amazing artist. Congratulations, Gray. 11th grade is not here, Brielle Rivera. Brielle Rivera is extremely dedicated to her studies and always strives to do her best. She helps other students and is always a pleasure to have in class. She's never turned in an assignment late and makes the maximum use of her studio time in art class. In addition, she is quick to help the other students around her, offering insight, suggestions, and lifting them up with words and encouragement. A unique combination of confidence in her ability and down-to-earth demeanor makes Brielle a gifted student and a great young woman. Congratulations, Brielle. And our 12th grade student who is not here, Diana Grulon. Diana has a positive attitude that is easily noticed. She always has a smile on her face, helps her peers when needed, and is always giving people compliments. As the year has progressed, Diana has developed confidence in herself. She has proven herself to be a great public speaker in front of the class when assigned presentations. She relates not only to other students in the class, but also the teacher in terms of conversation. She asks questions and always has a great attitude. She's interested in developing herself and knows that hard work brings results. Congratulations, Diana, and congratulations to all of our students of the month. All right, guys, we're going to come over here.
All right, we have one more thing, and I promise I'll pause and give everybody an escape route. So we don't have our student representatives here. I believe at least one is at a basketball game. So Mr. Albro is actually going to take us through the student report.
Thank you, Mr. Nieves. For January, during January, ninth grade peer mentor meeting, the mentors completed an activity with their group called Lyrical Life, a mashup. The purpose of the activity was a way to check in with the students after coming back from the holiday break. In this activity, the mentors asked their mentees to think of lyrics from their favorite songs to answer certain questions. On Wednesday, January 17th, Patricia Giannini from Bergen Community College visited Woodridge High School. She met with interested seniors about all of the various educational options and opportunities that Bergen Community College has to offer. She was also able to answer specific program-based questions. Tricia also went into detail on the application process. Students came away with a really solid foundation of the school and Tricia's contact information in case they have any additional questions. Last week and this week, teachers are preparing their students for their midterm exams. Starting Wednesday, all students will be taking midterms in the following subjects: math, science, social studies, English, and world language. On Wednesday, January 31st, the National Honor Society students will be going on their monthly trip to Eva's Village to feed the homeless. Marking period 2 report cards will be released on Wednesday, February 7th in the high school. In their athletic report, they want to let us know that senior night for both girls and boys basketball, as well as winter cheer, will be Monday, January 29th, next Monday, versus Wallington. It'll be a home doubleheader. Boys' ceremony is at 5:15 and the girls at 6:50. Girls' basketball is currently 7-7 when this report was written, and they lost in the finals of the holiday tournament against a strong Indian Hills team. Boys' basketball is currently 2-13, but show great signs for the future, as many underclassmen are showing great progress each day. Brandon DeMays finished in the top 8 in the most recently completed Bergen County Wrestling Tournament. Bowling is currently 6-3 and remains in contention for a divisional title. Winter track has participated in many meets and continue to improve. And it's been about 10 or 11 years, but tonight we had our first 7th and 8th grade girls and boys basketball games at Weehawken. So I hope to get a good report on that. And that concludes the student report.
Thank you, Mr. Albro. Trustees, questions, concerns? Nope. All right. I know it gets very exciting, but I'm going to pause for a minute. It's cold. It's a school night. I'll pick up in a minute, but if you'd like to leave, you're more than welcome to. If not, we'll just get back onto our resolutions. We will vote and then close today's meeting.
So Alex is here.
Yes. Alex, come join the party. All right. On to our audit presentation. Mr. Barish from Lurch Vinci and Bliss LLP. Top, yeah. Mike, it might not be turned on. Yep, there it is.
Thank you, Board President Davis. I guess nobody wanted to hear about the audit, huh? Alex Paris, Lurch, Vinci, and Bliss. I'm here to present your June 30th, 2023 audit. The district received an unmodified opinions in the audit, which represents a clean opinion. It's the highest level that you can obtain. Usually, I go over your general fund balance, since your general fund is your operating fund of the district. At year end, June 30th, 2023, your fund balance was approximately $6 million, but of the $6 million, there are restrictions. The first restriction being your capital reserve. Your capital reserve is restricted for capital projects, and those projects are the ones that are in your long-range facilities plan. Your capital reserve has approximately $3.2 million, but of that amount, $450,000 is in your current 23-24 budget. The balance of 2.8 is available today. Your next reserve is your maintenance reserve. We have $340,000 there, and that is restricted for your required maintenance activities, and those are in your comprehensive maintenance plan. We have an emergency reserve of $96,281, and that's restricted for school security or any excess health benefit costs. We have $225,000 in your unemployment reserve, which is restricted for your unemployment claims. $15,000 of encumbrances. These are your purchase orders that were open at year end 2023. These roll into your 23-24 budget because the services and goods were not rendered. And we use $1.1 million to balance your 23-24 budget. And lastly is your unassigned piece. This is the state's 2% max, and we have $969,000 there. As far as the recommendations for the district, there were 4 recommendations. One was a repeat from the prior year. None of them are material, as we say. We classify them as general comments. I met with the finance committee and Mr. Albro, and we went through all 4 recommendations in detail. And a corrective action is on the agenda tonight that will address all 4 of the recommendations. If anyone has any questions, hopefully everyone got a chance to go over the audit. We have the bigger document is our annual comprehensive financial report, and then we have a small document called the management report. If there's any questions on any of the recommendations or the fund balance in general fund.
Alex, I have to ask, as I ask every year, did you receive the full cooperation of the business administration and his staff?
Yes, we did.
In your opinion, how would you rate the financial condition of the district?
I mean, there's reserves, right? We have money in capital reserves. We have money in maintenance. We have monies in emergency reserves. Financially, the reserves are there for us. You're at your 2% max for unassigned. You're not below your 2% max. So it's in a healthy condition.
Those reserves, are they excessive in any way?
They're not, no. So your capital reserve is based on your long-range facilities plan. Your maintenance reserve is based on your comprehensive maintenance plan, which is usually 4% of your building value. So if they were in excess, then we would say it's in excess and we would cut it at the max. But the reserves that you have right now are not anywhere near the maximum amount that the state permits.
Okay. Trustees, any other questions before I go?
You know, Mr. President, when I go through these financials, I think it's really a testament to the responsibility that we've taken as a district to handle our finances. So again, I think it's a testament to us all how we monitor and how we spend our money.
Yeah, I will say my time up here, our audits are always clean. I mean, yeah, part of the process, we have 2 corrective actions to work on, which I believe we not inherited, but spilled over, right? And now
Right.
we have processes in place. As far as a corrective action plan, which Alex, I think that you had discussed with administration and our BA's office.
Yeah, I think, the recommendations that are in the audit, I mean, definitely have to do with the transition in the business office. I mean, we went through a couple of payroll clerks, accounts payable clerks. Our old business administrator resigned August of last year. So, I mean, when I walked into the office from prior year to the current year, there was all new faces. So, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get everybody on the same page in the business office.
Yeah, and I don't want to step on Carl's toes, but I know at some point he'll address it. But we actually have 2 plans in place, like a short term on how to remediate or mitigate this, as well as we've always done our year look back, right? On where we are with resolutions and the bills list and all that.
Right.
Okay. Anything else, trustees?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, thanks.
All right, on to our superintendent report.
Good evening. I will open my report tonight by thanking our school families, our students, and our staff members for the patience demonstrated last week as we dealt with some rather inclement weather. As a parent and as an educator, I am mindful of the disruption that can be caused in the event of a school closure, early dismissal, or delayed opening. Last week, literally and figuratively, was the perfect storm. We had our delayed openings on Tuesday and Wednesday of last week, and despite the forecast for some severe weather on Friday, the district managed to stay open for the entire school day. When making these difficult decisions, my first consideration is for the safety of my entire school community. I believe that there were very few districts in Bergen County that were open for a full day this past Friday. Trust me, it is not a matter of pride when I made the decision to remain open for a full day last Friday. To be honest, I followed the weather forecast all week long, and everything that I was reading was indicating to me that they were heading for a relatively small amount of snow accumulation. So last Thursday night, when even my family thought I was crazy, I decided to go with a full day of school. The risk, of course, would have been the need to possibly either close the school the next day or have an early dismissal. Our school calendar consists of 180 days for students, plus an additional 3 days to be used in the event that we need to close school for any reason. The school must be open for at least 4 hours to be considered a full day of school. If we were to exceed the 3 additional days due to emergencies, we would be forced to take back previously planned days off. Any emergency day that is left unused will be returned to the school calendar and result in one or more days where schools will be closed. The cold weather reminds us that we are fast approaching the end of the second academic marking period. Beginning tomorrow, all of our schools will operate on a one-session day schedule. The high school will be taking their midterm assessments, and the Doyle and intermediate schools will hold parent-teacher conferences in the afternoon. The marking period will close on Friday, and each school principal will be sharing information soon regarding the posting of academic marks for the second marking period on real time. And I remind everyone in the community, as we get that inclement weather, please be mindful of how we're driving, where we're walking on school property, where we're crossing, in order to ensure safety for all. Mr. Nieves, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Albro. And thank you for last Friday. You definitely made the right call. And apologies, Carl, I skipped right over you. So let's get on to our board administrative report.
Good evening, everyone. Just one item to mention on tonight's agenda is the approval for the proposal for the Grant Research Portal and Project Support Services with Millennium Strategies. This firm was founded in 2005 and now has over 160 municipalities, counties, school districts, and nonprofit entities they service in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, and provides its clients with up-to-date information on grants that are available. I'm looking forward to working with them and the opportunity to bring more grant money into our district. Thank you.
All right, on to the approval of minutes. Upon the recommendation of superintendent, the Board of Education approved minutes of the following meeting, public session meeting, December 18th, 2023. Can I get it first? Mr. Biamonte, Mr. Garvin, discussion, roll call.
Mr. Fallon? Yes. Mr. Garvin?
Yes.
Mrs. Milano? Yes. Mr. Biamonte?
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes. Motion carried. All right, on to our committee reports. All right, we have curriculum instruction, approval of out-of-district placements, approval to home instruction termination, new out-of-district placement, approval of related services, approval of student-teacher classroom observation field experience internship, approval of the field trip request, approval of the home instruction, approval of field trip request, approval of evaluation request, approval of the student-teachers classroom observation field experience internship, and on to personnel. We have approval of the co-curricular appointments for the 23-24 school year revised, approval of the student volunteers for community hours for the aftercare program for the 23-24 school year, approval of the appointment of substitute, approval of the request for extension leave of absence, approval of professional development request, approval of personnel appointment, approval of the request for leave of absence, approval of coaching appointments, which we are going to table tonight, approval of the co-curricular appointment for the 23-24 school year for Doyle School, none for policy at this time. Buildings and grounds, we have the approval of the facilities request. Finance, we have the approval of the bills list, approval of the fundraiser, approval of disposal of equipment, and on to board operations. We have approval of purchase equipment, Open Public Meeting Act, approval of the health and safety evaluation of school buildings checklist, SOA 2324. Approval of the annual uniform state memorandum of agreement 23-24, approval of the audit report and corrective action plan for the 22-23 school year, approval of the annual comprehensive financial report and auditors management report on administrative findings, financial compliance performance, and for the 22-23 school year, approval of the corrective action plan based on the reported findings of the annual comprehensive financial report of the auditor's managed report on administrative findings, financial compliance, and performance for the 23-24 school year, approval of the preliminary 24-25 budget calendar, and approval of the proposal for grant research portal and project support services with Millennium Strategies, and approval of the sidebar agreement between the Woodridge Board of Education and the Woodridge Education Association. That does it for resolutions. Comments, questions, concerns, trustees? None. All right, I will open it up to the hearing of citizens on resolutions only. Hearing none, seeing none, close the hearing of citizens to the audience only. Carl, did we have anything that was submitted online for resolutions tonight?
We have one question that was submitted that I would like to read. It's regarding the corrective action plan, item number 4. It is recommended that the purchasing procedure be reviewed and revised to ensure contract awards are approved by the board and included in the minutes in accordance with the public schools contract law. And why does the district need until June to complete this guideline? Following question of how many active contracts does the school district have? And the final question of how many bids were denied. This question was submitted by Bonnie Taylor at 64 Woodridge Street, Woodridge, New Jersey.
You'll be following up?
Yes, these questions will be answered through an email in response to Mrs. Taylor's questions.
Thank you. Trustees, looking for your support, which includes Moonaki, curriculum and instruction 1, 2, and 9. Like I said at our last meeting, I'm not going to read through those. It's just the numbers. Personnel 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. I'm sorry, we're tabling 8, so 1, 2, 3, and 7. Policy, none at this time. Buildings and grounds, 1. Finance, 1, 2, and 3. We have board operations 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Tony, I actually see a correction here where it's from 10 to 9. So is that a,
Yeah, one was redundant, so one was in the revised version eliminated, so it's only 9.
so it's only then 2, 3, 4, skipping 5, and then 5, 6,
Yep.
7, 8, 9. Okay.
And that's on the website.
Okay, it's on the website. Thank you. Can I get it first? Mr. Biamonte, Mr. Fallon, discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Garvin?
Yes.
Mrs. Milano?
Yes.
Mr. Biamonte?
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes. All right, thank you, trustees, for your support on that. The only one, there's a couple of things before I open up to the hearing of citizens on anything they'd like to speak about. Just know going forward, and really, I think we're an open board and we like the open dialogue and communication. But I do want to advocate for our administrators, central office, as well as our coaches. And what we'll ask is that if there are issues, if there are things that need to be discussed, is that we actually follow the process and procedure, which means in the event that it happens to be sports, it's coach, athletic director, superintendent, and then the board. If it happens to be anything around academics, it's the teacher, it's the building principal, it's the superintendent, and then it's the board. I do want to, and again, I don't want to, I want to advocate for folks to be here and to ask questions, but I also want to make sure that we follow process and we give everybody within that chain of command an opportunity to either act, correct, or whatnot. All right, any comments on that? All right, I'll open it up to the hearing of citizens. Anything they'd like to speak about? Hearing none, seeing none. Close the hearing, citizens. It's everyone in the audience. There is no Woodridge only tonight. Hold on. On my cheat sheet. Thank you, sir. Before I open it up.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah, I know. After all these years of reading all these, I mean, this is what you got to point out. Sorry about that, everyone. Trustees looking for your support, which is Woodridge only, curriculum instruction 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8, personnel 4, 5, 6, and 9. None for policy, none for buildings and grounds, none for finance, board operations 1. Can I get it first? Mr. Milano, Mr. Fallon, discussion, roll call.
Mr. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Garvin?
Yes.
Mrs. Milano?
Yes.
Mr. Biamonte?
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes. All right. We will once again open up to the hearing of citizens on anything they'd like to speak about. Hearing none, seeing none, closing the hearing of citizens to those in the audience. Carl, do we have anything that was asked online?
Only the questions that I read into the minutes before.
Okay. and we will be sure to respond via email. Anything, final comments, questions, concerns, trustees? Motion to adjourn? Mr. Fallon, Mr. Biamonte, all in favor? Close tonight's hearing. Thank you.